Hi everyone, welcome to Fat the Thin Senior RNY. I'm Raven. I was 76 years old when I received gastric bypass surgery on December 16, 2019. Medicaid approved the surgery. Last week I talked about how I discovered that negative thoughts actually slows down weight loss. Amazing. In this vlog I'll be talking about my big Thanksgiving and my tiny Thanksgiving feast. If you're curious, please continue to watch and join me on this journey. Last week I talked about how I discovered that negative thoughts actually slows down weight loss. And I gave you a 3-second exercise to test it out for yourself to see if it actually works for you. I mean, if it's actually working that way for you. This week I'll be talking about my solitary but not lonely, huge Thanksgiving and my tiny feast and 5 things I'm thankful for. Of course, I can still only eat 6 ounces, and I guess I ought to be thankful for that and make that number 6. As you know, I live alone, and I have a lot of stuff to be thankful about. I'm thankful for my kids. I have 4 kids, all of them approaching middle age. I am thankful that they've grown to be great people to be proud of, and I am proud of them, all 4 of them. And I brag about all 4 of them very often. Of course, I'm their mom. I have 2 grandchildren, 1 of each kind, and 2 great-grands, which are girls. I brag about them too, a lot. I almost have gotten to the point of carrying pictures. I haven't gotten there yet. All of them have been exposed to COVID. Some of them more than once, and it's due to their jobs. Some of them are essential. Fortunately, they've repeatedly tested negative. They live on the East Coast. One lives on the other side of the world, and I live on the West Coast, so I didn't go for dinner. And I am very thankful that they are safe. This is a wonderful Thanksgiving under those circumstances. This year has been crazy, and it's good to have something positive come out of it. I'm thankful for my neighbors, who I didn't know when I moved over here. And this is a true story. I was homeless about 1.5 years ago. I was in a very bad situation. And I moved out into my car. I mean, I left an abode to go live in my car. It was that bad. The car originally cost me $1,000. I had already put $600 into it for repairs. The mechanic told me, don't drive it more than 1 mile and don't drive it out of town. Of course, I didn't know that when I bought my cargo trailer. I bought the cargo trailer so that I can convert it and tow it with my $1,000 car. And then I found out I couldn't, after I got it here, packed up all of the stuff, bought the windows and things I was going to use for conversion and whatnot, found that I couldn't live here, and that they were going to give me 10 days, out of which was very generous considering I wasn't supposed to be here at all, you know. Give me 10 days to move out or do something else. And remember that the mechanic said not to drive this car out of town. Can you imagine me trying to drive that out of town, towing a 6x12 cargo trailer? Anyway, they said I had 10 days. And when I came back from that meeting, I sat in the car, completely and utterly given over to the goddess, and said, what's next? A neighbor, a woman that I didn't know. I mean, I had just moved over to this spot, so I didn't know anybody in this part of the park at all. And there are over 250 spots, and so there's no way I could know all these people anyhow. So this neighbor came over, knocked on my window. I was in a total, absolute blank. And she said to me, I don't want to get in your business, but I know of a few trailers that are RVs that are for sale. And she got me in her car and drove me around to go from one place to the next to find an RV. And I thought I found one, and we wasted, about 5 days trying to get that towed over here. The guy couldn't find the title and a whole bunch of other things. It was the wrong one. And then this woman came back and said, look, I found you another one. There's this woman here in the park who has one. She said she'll take payments. She took payments for a year. My kids sent me some money for the down payment and for the membership here, which I'm repaying, But the point is that it all kind of fell in place. Within 10 days, I had moved into a 26-foot, excuse me, I had moved into a 26-foot fifth wheel. This one. It's like a large studio apartment. It does have a separate bedroom, bathroom though. I am very thankful that I live in such a caring community. Never thought I'd live in a community like this, ever. Ever, ever, ever in a million years. I'm thankful that I live here and that I can order dinner. I ordered dinner for $10. And that I can live here on less than $500 a month. And no less, it's a 5-star resort. So there's a pool, there's all kinds of stuff. Okay. Amazing, amazing, amazing. And that includes the electricities. Now I have to think, and I know that there are other people out there who are homeless on Social Security making the kind of money I make, which is pretty damn close to zero. Not quite, but it's, at least where I'm at, I can afford what I've got. Anyway, I didn't cook. I ordered dinner from the clubhouse. So I ordered roast turkey. Well, the menu was $10 for $10 for this dinner. Was roast turkey. I ordered dark meat only, and then they threw in a drumstick besides. Baked ham, which was terrific. Stuffing, sweet potatoes, mashed potatoes with gravy, green bean casserole, which was delicious, and I don't even care for green bean casserole. Don't care for stuffing either. Both of them were great. Okay. Rolls, cranberry sauce, and pumpkin pie. The pumpkin pie was a store-bought pie. Wasn't that great. I ate it, but it wasn't that great. Anyway, it came with whipped cream. So I've got enough food now for 3 days, at least, if I take the leg and stick it in the drumstick and put it in the freezer. I'll put some pictures up here. There's a dinner plate. I stacked the plates just to kind of make it look fancy, So I put a dinner plate, and then I put a salad plate, and then I put the teacup plate on top. And the teacup plate is what I serve myself in. It's larger than my 4-ounce Corelle plate, So I figured, hey, that I would splurge. Of course, I can only eat 6 ounces. I put about a teaspoon or a tablespoon, well, the meat in particular was a tablespoon, onto that plate. Everything except the pie. I didn't completely fill the plate. It looked like something out of when you go to a all-you-can-eat place, and people stuff the plates, like mountains, I got about halfway through that plate before I started feeling like the bird being stuffed. And I picked at it and finally finished that plate about 9:30 at night. Mind you, I picked up the dinner. I think it was like 1 o'clock. so it took me 9 hours to eat that plate. Anyway, the thing is I'm thankful that I'm living here. This is an absolutely wonderful place. I bitch and moan about the summers because it gets up to 113, 15, 17, 100 and whatever. It gets ridiculous. But I've lived on the East Coast. And at one point, about 4 years ago, I moved into an RV. And I drove 3,000 miles to get here. I was one step before homeless, so getting into the car was definitely the next step, I couldn't afford to live in New Hampshire anymore. It was a beautiful house, absolutely gorgeous, but for the last 12 years of me living there, 9 of them I took care of a man who was developmentally disabled. He was in our house 24/7. He had all kinds of hygiene problems, and we would find feces in strange places. And then he ended up with a colostomy because he had cancer, and I still kept him, still took care of him. I got tired of taking care. When he finally left, when my mother came to live with me, and she stayed until she died 3 years later, by that time I was tired. I was really tired of taking care of people. We were in a huge house. We got 5 feet of snow every winter that I shoveled. I was very happy to drive 3,000 miles to the sun. We were only going to stay 30 days in this park to establish residency, because that's what you needed to do in Nevada. Never left. Never walked out the door. I never drove a rig out that door. Or the gate, anyway. I am very thankful that there is such a place to live that I can afford, that I fell into. This is a case of I fell into something fabulous, okay? I am very thankful for that. The community here is wonderful. It's amazing. I am very thankful for this RNY surgery too. I tried for years to lose weight, 25 years. I recorded everything I put in my mouth. I mean, everything I put in my mouth every day for years. Didn't help. Right now I'm down about 65 pounds. That's half of what I wanted to lose, but hey, I am so thrilled to be down 65 pounds. I can get up and walk. I can go places. I can do things. I can fit in chairs, you know what I mean? I felt that this surgery was my last chance. I didn't know what I was going to do if this didn't work. And I need to really remember that this was work. I'm thankful that I lived through the surgery, actually. I mean, some people die, I had planned in case I didn't live through the surgery, but my intention was to live through that surgery. I'm thankful that my surgeon had an interest enough to become a surgeon, and that he was feeling good the day he operated on me. Nice guy, really like him. And I'm thankful to everyone who was involved in that process, from the nurses to the hospital to the office personnel. Everyone was helpful and informative and downright friendly. Okay, it was a good process for me. It was a good process, and it still is, even though I throw up, even though I get the dumps, all that kind of stuff. It's still good. And the fifth thing I'm thankful for is Rowley. I'm very thankful for Rowley. Hey, Rowley. Come here, boy. Come here, come here, come here. I wasn't going to get any kind of pet. Come on, up here. There you go. That's my boy. There's my handsome boy. Yeah. I wasn't going to get any kind of pet or take care of anything for a year and a day after I moved into my car. I swore I wasn't going to take care of nobody. I wasn't going to do anything. I was, just me. Just worry about me, And after I moved into the fifth wheel, what was it, 7 days after I moved into the car? After I moved into the fifth wheel, people started giving me plants to take care of. Then I found Rowley, and I met Rowley. Actually, I met Rowley about 6 months before I took him in. My boy. His owner said that she was looking for a home for him because he really didn't get along with her other dog, her first dog. And she had the first dog for years. She wasn't going to get rid of it. And she had brought him home from the shelter. I told her about the year and a day thing, and it didn't take him, because I was determined I'm not going to take care of nobody, nobody except me, finally, just me, okay? What I didn't know was that when I decided I needed a dog now, which was the day before Christmas, 2019, when I decided that I needed a dog now, she was preparing to take him back to the pound because he was a holy terror in her house. Okay, she had kept him for almost a year by that point, so I was glad I got him. He's got anxiety and various other mental problems that are a result of his beginnings. She said he was really, really, really skinny when she got him. He had just come out of surgery and had a cone on his head. So he didn't know who she was or how he got there or anything like that. He woke up in her car, afraid of everything. Didn't know who she was. Her hands on his body, and he's stoned out of his mind from the surgery, whatever. But I'm thankful that he likes to walk. She said he was a result of a seizure. So, Lord knows what kind of treatment he had before. But I got to admit he's getting much better. He's much more willing to let people come over and touch him and that kind of stuff. And he likes to walk, which is cool. So, to sum up, I'm feeling good and very thankful. Thankful about the surgery, thankful about a whole lot of stuff, as you know. I would do the surgery again. If you're thinking about the surgery, do your due diligence. Do your research. I mean, really dig into that. Ask every stupid little question you can think of, no matter how dumb it may sound to you, okay? Because there is no such thing as a dumb question. And if you're still feeling the same, you're feeling positive about it, then go for it, Go get yourself together. Get it on the road, I feel it's one of the best ways to get your butt kicked into a new start, to tell you the truth. But it's not a magic pill. A lot of people regain the weight and regain it fast. And then they're stuck, right? It's not a magic pill. It's not a magic pill. Even so, I'm thankful for the opportunity to have had it and that it has worked well for me. I'm not at the point I would like to be, but I am damn far from the place I was, and I'm loving it, okay? So, please like, share, subscribe, comment, ring the notification bells, and don't forget to click show more to see the stuff in the description below. And thanks you for watching and listening, and thanks for subscribing. And take care of you and yours. Be safe, okay? Blessed be.